Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to a very exciting episode of Hook and Bass 92. In today's exciting episode, since I've been doing a lot of catfishing lately, a little catfishing lately, I want to do a video on what stuff I like to use, like the reel, the rod, and my weights and hooks. Just basically an easy setup, and it's something that's very, very cheap. I know there's a lot of high-tech catfish gear out there, like the reels. The bait casters could run from $200 to $500. The rod and reels, the expensive ones I have, can run from $70 to $200. But there is a way to get cheap fishing gear for catfishing, and honestly, I just use my bass gear sometimes. All right, so the first thing I would want to show you guys is the reel I use. This is basically bass fishing reel, and it's a little Daiwa Strike Force. Honestly, it costs about between $12 and $14 on Tackle Warehouse. So I got that set up on my Ugly Stick Light. It's a spinning rod, 7-foot medium heavy action. I know there's a lot of catfishing people out there that use heavy rods, but I like to use a medium heavy because I can wing that bait out there pretty far. So basically this whole setup, honestly guys, is like $70. It's not, it's a reel and a rod. I know just the reels and the rod could run you between $250 and $500 a piece. But this is what I use, guys. Just go get some cheap bass fishing gear. Make sure it's a Ugly Stick, because I noticed that Ugly Sticks hold up a lot, and they're really, really good. I know my expensive stuff, like my Tiger Ugly Stick, the casting rod, is about, I think, $75. That I had that for about 6 to 7 years, and nothing has been wrong with it. But in today's video, guys, all you need is some heavy, light to heavy bass fishing gear in the right line. The main key is the line. I would say the line used between 10 and 20 pound test. This reel only holds 6 pound test. That's what we were using, and as you guys could see in my last video, it broke off. But as you can see, all you gotta do is loosen the drag and get it in. The reason it broke off is because there was a ledge there and there was a stick, and the catfish shook his head, and by shaking its head and rubbing the line against the stick, it broke off. So again, yeah, Ugly Stick Light with a little $12, $14 bass reel will do the trick. For that, as you can see there, so for the weights, I like to use egg sinkers, just because they're easy to put on, they're not that big, and they allow you to cast really far. So if you can see, it looks like that. It's a little egg sinker. It's not that much money, again, maybe $1, $2 for like 5 of them. You put that on the pole with a little swivel. You guys know what a swivel is. It basically holds your line on one side to another. Then you get a leader, like say you have 8 pound test regular on your bass fishing reel, like the main line, and you can make a 20 to 25 pound leader, and that will be really good. That's what I use, to be honest. I've been catfishing for probably ever since I've been 6, so maybe 20 years, and it's just a good way to go. And I rarely have anything that have broken my line with that. So yeah. I have a setup right here for you guys. It's on my bass fishing gear, so it basically just shows you the main lines right here. You can see that. Then I got a little sliding sinker I like to use, anything between 2 ounce and 4 ounce. The swivel's right here. I'm gonna move that in for you right there. And here's the hook. The hook I like to use is a pretty big hook, and it's a circle hook. I think it's a 4 to 6 hook. The reason why I like using circle hooks is just because you really don't have to set the hook, because when the catfish bites the circle hook, they automatically hook themselves, and in my opinion, it is very, very easy to get that hook out. So that is what I like to use, guys. Again, you do not really need a big catfish rod or reel that's going to run you $80 to $100. Honestly, all you need is a pretty heavy bass rod, medium heavy bass rod. It's probably going to run you $40 to $70 altogether with the rod and reel. And just make sure you have a strong enough line, and also make sure your drag is loose on your reel. To be honest, in my opinion, I have caught big shovelhead catfish on these setups, even with my 6-pound test, all I had to do is loosen the drag and wear the fish out. In my opinion, you don't need to go out there and spend an arm and a leg on a reel and a rod. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to go catfishing, you can use your bass fishing gear. Again, all you need is a weight, swivel, about 6 to 20 pound test, and a big circle hook, and yeah, that's about it. I mean, I guarantee you guys your bass fishing rods will do the job perfectly. I know people out there are catching these big monster shovel heads and big monster blue cats and all that stuff off their heavy gear, but in my opinion, I bet you guys I could bring in a blue cat with the bass gear I have right here, just right beside me. So yeah, that's about it for today's exciting episode of Hook and Bass 92. If you guys can do me a big favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to comment below and let me know what you like to do when you're catfishing, like what reels you like to use, what setup, and especially what bait you guys like to use. And as always, catch big fish. Have a great day.